right, we are on day 95 of going through my old journal. So the quote for today says, do something wonderful. People may imitate it. And then it says, what would you love to see the whole world imitate? So if you're following along, just take a minute to pause the video and think about what your response to this might be. And here's mine. Let's see here. What would I like to see the world imitate? I said, to be honest, I don't think I'm currently doing anything worth imitating. I said, I recycle and I try to buy more sustainable things and I try to eat plant-based, but I don't do any of that very well. I'm not outwardly mean to anyone, but I'm also not outwardly nice. Overall, I don't think I've done anything in my life that's left a positive impact. My impact has been neutral at best. I'd like to change this. I'd like to leave a positive impact on the world, but I don't know that I have the right skills for it. Specifically social skills. I said I wasn't very bothered by my shyness as a kid because it didn't really seem to get in the way of things I wanted to do. But as I've gotten older, I see how valuable it is to be able to build relationships with people. Some shy people can have an impact and make a difference, but I feel like they're all geniuses who are so smart and or talented that people overlook their lack of social skills. You know, like, I do consider myself to be, like, smart or whatever, but yeah, I'm not, like, I'm far from genius level to being to that point to where it doesn't matter if I'm, like, weird and you know, like, who's the guy, the movie The Big Short, you know, like, he's a genius, and so, like, yeah, he can have an impact on things because he's just, like, very good at seeing all of those patterns and things like that, but I'm not, like, that level of smart. I said there are times that I think that, there are times that I think about that and try to use it as motivation to focus, what does that mean? There are times that I think about that and try to use it as motivation to focus on work and school, but I'm sort of coming to terms with the fact that I'll probably never do anything great with my life or make an impact, and that's okay. So yeah, I think what I'm trying to say is that, like, I guess when I was younger, I just always felt like I didn't know, and I still don't know what I'm going to do in the future, but I felt like I was going to become a doctor because I was good at science and I was smart, and just being a doctor, you know, you're having a positive impact on the world because you're helping people. Or I thought, you know, at one point I might be like a research scientist that would come up with some big breakthrough or something. But now that I'm, like, in academia and I see how, like, research and everything works, like, number one, I don't know that that's possible for me. And number two, like, I also see, like, there's a lot of politics to, like, even if you're doing relevant research, like, what actually gets it out there and gets attention to it and everything. And a lot of it is networking and things like that. And, like, I don't know, my boss is, like, trying to help me, I think, get over the social part. Like, she wants me to, like, update my LinkedIn and my ResearchGate profile and make connections with others. And she's honestly, if it wasn't for her, like, I know that I talk about her a lot, but, like, she is, like, the best boss I could ever ask for, and, like, the best mentor. I don't, like, call her my mentor, but she is my mentor, even if she doesn't, like, know it, but because I definitely look up to her, and she's done a lot to kind of help me even when I struggle to make these social connections. She's pointed me in the right direction and kind of helped me. Like, she's one of those that's really good about introducing, like making introductions to people. Like she'll, if there's somebody she thinks can help me with some of my work or research, she'll send an email and she'll be like, hey, I want to introduce you to, you know, and kind of help me with some of that, since, you know, kind of just making introductions and things like that is hard for me. But yeah, I don't know. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have collaborated with so many people on different projects, and I wouldn't have like reached out and worked with and met with so many people. So, I mean, she's definitely helped with that, but at the same time, like, I want to imitate like what she does, like not what I do. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know that there's much. I'm getting, actually, now that I've got my habits and stuff in line, which I didn't have it in line as much whenever I wrote this, I am feeling more like I'm building habits and a lifestyle that could be beneficial to some people, that maybe some people would want to imitate. But I just don't feel like I'm solid enough in it yet to like share it completely. Like, I'm sharing it on here. Like, I've got, you know, some videos where I go through my habit tracker and just talk about the things that have worked for me. But I mean, the one thing that I'm learning is that like everybody's different, and the things that work for some people don't work for other people, and it's just mostly trial and error. So I don't know that imitation is really like the thing that will work for everybody, because maybe you have someone you look up to and you try to imitate them, but like you're different from them, so it doesn't like come out the same, or the outcomes aren't the same, because you're different people and you have different skills and you have different backgrounds and different personalities. So I think it is good to try to imitate people that are doing things that you look up to, but I think it's also maybe good to be realistic. Like, I've definitely gotten more realistic about like my skills and my abilities and my capabilities, and I still try to push myself, but now it's kind of like within reason of what I feel like is actually possible for me, if that makes sense. But yeah, anyway, I don't know if that's a good answer, but that's, I guess, all I have to say on that. So that's day 95. I'll be back tomorrow with day 96.